Hey guys, it's Anand and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are actually going to check out something really cool today, guys. And honestly, guys, I feel like this is actually going to be very mind-blowing today. So, guys, as you guys can tell, what's really interesting is that today we are actually going to be reacting to the complete history of the one and only, the next generation racer, Jax and Storm. So, guys, as you guys can tell, this is actually going to be a really sick video. Not like honestly, guys, I just have to say thank you so much, Ned Wheeler. I mean, oh my goodness, guys, this guy is actually the best. So, not like. So you guys, as you guys can tell, if you haven't already known, Ned Wheeler actually did make this video, and I just have to say that this guy, he is just like a Cars fan, just like me. I mean, honestly, guys, when I first saw him yesterday, oh my goodness, guys, I knew that I had to make a reaction video of this guy because honestly, guys, he is just so fantastic, not quite. And it's like seeing all of his like videos, it's just so amazing. So the for sure he does actually make a lot of cars and also planes content, which sounds really cool. So the for sure I thought like why not to react to one of his videos. And honestly, guys, when I first saw this on the screen, I knew that I had to react to this video, not quite. So as you guys can tell, we are actually gonna check out the complete history of Jackson Storm, which is a Cars complaint by Ned Wheeler, which sounds cool. And I just want to say a big shout out to Ned Wheeler for making this video. Honestly, guys, I am planning to make more of his video reaction videos during the upcoming days, which sounds cool because honestly, this guy here is just the best, not guys. So Ned Wheeler, if you are watching this video, props to you, my friend. I am so happy that I actually found you, and I'm so glad that I'm actually doing this reaction video, not guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for actually watching this video, and I just want to say thank you. You're doing a great job with your videos so far. Because honestly, guys, just look at these videos that he actually had made so far. My goodness, guys, they are all so like amazing, and I don't even know what to say. They're just so amazing. So the for sure, guys, he does actually make a lot of cool cars and planes content, which is cool. He kind of makes like a like kind of the history of like each racer and also the cars and the planes that were like here. He actually makes a really good explanation of it too, which is honestly cool. So the for sure we're going to have a fantastic time seeing the complete history of Jackson Storm for today, which is honestly cool. Honestly, guys, I am planning to do some more reactions of of Ned Wheeler's videos, which is honestly cool. And honestly, guys, this is actually just gonna be so fantastic. I'm not glad. I mean, we already, guys, we already have like a Cars Explained by Professor Z, which is honestly cool. We already have the the cops by the planes fire and rescue, which is honestly cool. So they're for sure, guys, this is actually really cool, and I just have to say I am definitely gonna be doing some more reacting to more of Ned Wheeler's videos, because honestly, guys, he is just like a Cars fan just like me. And oh my goodness, guys, when I first saw him yesterday, I knew that I had to make a a reaction video to one of his videos, and today we're actually gonna be checking out this one, which is honestly cool. So yeah, guys, as you guys can tell, we are actually gonna be having a fantastic time. Hope you guys definitely will subscribe to Ned Wheeler, because honestly, guys, he is just a really cool, fantastic Cars fan just like me. And I also do hope that you will subscribe to my channel as well, because I do make some really cool reaction videos like this. And I also do hope that you will definitely give this video a like, because honestly, guys, if you do get a like, it just supports my channel more. So hope you guys definitely will drop. But yeah, guys, I mean, I guess we will definitely go ahead and get started with this video. But my goodness, guys, I just really do hope that you will subscribe to Ned Wheeler. And oh my goodness, Ned Wheeler, if you are watching this video, I just want to say thank you so much. I mean, I knew that you would one day come up, because honestly, guys, one day I was thinking that I feel like there's actually a YouTuber that's gonna make some really cool like Cars history and explanations and like all the backstories of this, and I found Ned Wheeler. My question has been answered. I just want to say thank you so much, Ned Wheeler. Not quite, but if we're talking, guys, let's go ahead and check out the complete history of Jackson Storm. Honestly, guys, we're going to be having a fantastic time. Not quite. I kind of do know a little bit history of Jackson Storm, so I mean, I did remember that he is actually a next generation, and I believe that he was actually in some like academy, I think, which sounds cool. And what's really interesting is that all of the next generation piston cup races that we do see in Cars 3 are actually in the academy as well, which sounds cool. So I'm probably guessing that we might see it as well. I mean, I could be wrong as well, but I did found that on the internet, which sounds really cool. So yeah, it's kind of interesting how Jackson Stroh was actually in a racing academy, which sounds really cool. But anyway, guys, let's enough of me like rambling and talking. Let's go ahead and check out the video of the complete history of Jackson Storm, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So without further ado, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Alrighty, here we go. Ned Wheeler explained. Interesting.
Jackson Storm is the out-of-nowhere superstar that everyone's been talking about since his big win at the Copper Canyon Speedway.
Yes,
so what's the deal then? How does someone just cruise into the racing scene like that without anyone seeing him coming?
Right?
It's really no mystery. Jackson Storm didn't take the usual path to Piston Cup stardom. It all started when crew chief Ray Reverham received an invitation from Alex P. Biggs, a business tycoon who asked Ray to find him a racer for his company to sponsor and train at his brand new racing center. Ray accepted the offer and set out on his mission to find a champion. While he was searching, he happened to drive past a place that caught his eye. A modern arcade packed with young cars playing the latest racing game called SC3, which was short for Supercorsa 3. Ray called Mr. Biggs and suggested that he should invest in an arcade. 3 days later, Mr. Biggs informed him that he had bought the racing game and told Ray that he was going to host an online tournament, and the winner would be crowned the best SC3 racer in the world, and they would be given a spot on Biggs' new racing team. The first ever SC3 Global Online Racing competition was held 2 weeks later. Mr. Biggs' office was transformed into a command center for tracking the tournament. Mr. Biggs introduced Ray to a car named Stats, the company's technician and statistic analysis. Stats explained how the race would work.
We'll be back in a few
Dash
seconds.
Pass from DoorDash for no delivery fees, exclusive deals, plus savings on every order.
Alright. Is $1 million still left? Maybe.
Was a single elimination system that randomly paired racers. Within an hour, they would be down to 900 racers. An hour after that, 400. A few hours later, they had a winner, Jackson Storm from Los Angeles. Mr. Biggs told Ray to go find Jackson Storm. That wasn't hard for Ray because he recognized the name on the winner board of the car he had seen at the arcade he had visited the other night. When he arrived at the arcade, Jackson was surrounded by a crowd of admirers as he played one of the arcade's racing games.
There he is.
Chief Ray introduced himself as Chief, but Jackson wanted to call him Gus because he said he looked like a Gus. After a lot of convincing, Jackson Storm agreed to meet Mr. Biggs at his headquarters. At first, he didn't want to join Biggs' racing team. He said he had earned enough money from the cybersport, especially from the tournament. He didn't want to change anything. He liked his freedom, but this situation wasn't easy. If Storm disagrees, he must return all the money he won from the tournament back to Mr. Biggs. So Storm accepted the offer to train with Chief so he could race for the Piston Cup. He started to train at a racing center with other next-gen racers, but his cockiness was a huge problem.
Hey, some of the next generation racers. That's actually really cool.
Storm was extremely good at racing on the video game, and he had never driven on a real racetrack before. So Chief Ray secured an hour of practice time for him at the Los Angeles International Speedway. Unfortunately, the practice didn't run smoothly. Storm complained about racing outdoors because of the smell, the wind, and all the tire marks on the track. It was nothing like his clean video game. So Ray had an idea and asked Storm to race around the track with a camera attached to his head. Ray gave the footage to Stats, who used it to make a racing simulator similar to the video game, but more high-tech. After a week of intense training, Storm was making some real progress, but that's when things got off the rails. Ray was having his students practice pulling into the pits, then re-entering the race. On one turn, Storm pulled out too aggressively and bumped a racer named Tim Treadless, clipping him hard enough that the whole exercise ground to a halt. Ray yelled at Storm to be more careful, so Storm rolled off, while Treadless and the other racers let him through, watching him pass in awkward silence. Mr. Biggs Racing Academy lost 4 racers shortly after the collision between Storm and Treadless. They gave different reasons for leaving, but clearly Storm was creating an overly competitive and stressful environment, and the workouts were more intense than they could handle. Ray asked Stats to reprogram the wind tunnel to give the students some more extreme conditions. He immediately tried a crosswind exercise the racers hated. After 20 minutes of gale force crosswinds, one of the racers quit on the spot. Storm, however, only narrowed his eyes and gritted his teeth in the super-powered winds. He was determined to stand any challenge Chief Ray gave him. He wanted to prove that he wasn't a quitter. The tough conditions also seemed to inspire Tim Treadless to dig deeper. He was focused solely on upping Storm, and that led to a situation Ray couldn't have predicted. One night during their free time, Storm and Treadless convinced Stats to wire 2 of the simulators together so they could race each other. Cheered on by his teammates, Treadless put pressure on Storm. No matter how quickly Storm accelerated, cut corners, or picked up pit stop passes, he couldn't shake the racer from his tail. Storm's frustration grew as Treadless managed to cross the finish line before Storm, winning the race by an inch or 2. Storm shouted at Treadless, accusing him of cheating, and started to do donuts. His squealing tires leaving long black skid marks on the marble floor.
He was really that
became engulfed in gray smoke that filled the room. Unfortunately, this activated the fire sprinklers in the facility. Soon, cool water rained down on everyone.
Yikes.
Chief Ray ordered Storm to go outside and confronted him, asking Storm why he even wanted to race. Storm told him that he wanted to win a Piston Cup, saying, "Once you win, no one can take that away from you."
Wow.
If he didn't win, he'd just be a participant. Ray told him that racing just isn't about winning, it's also about respecting the sport and your fellow teammates. After their talk, Ray ordered Jackson to apologize to every racer on the racing team, starting with Fredless, and told him if he wanted to continue on the team, he would have to show some grace and humanity. Shortly after that, Storm's second trip to the Los Angeles International Speedway wasn't as private as the first one. This time, there was a class of about 25 young students gathered on the infield. Storm's practice time on the Speedway was going to be shared with a school field trip. Storm froze the moment he saw the crowd of rambunctious young cars, and was about to turn away when Chief Ray informed him that Mr. Biggs was in the press box watching. Storm eventually gave in, revved his engine, and took off down the track with a screeching explosive start. Chief Ray timed Storm on his 20 laps and was pleased to see that he had broken his personal record again. The next day, Storm and Chief Ray were summoned to Mr. Biggs' office for an unscheduled meeting. Mr. Biggs informed them that he was dropping Storm from the team and explained that there was a difference between winning and being a winner. Being a winner requires personality, charm, and likability, and they had decided to go with Tim as the company's spokescar because he was smart, fast, and friendly, a great symbol of what they were trying to achieve with the Biggs racing brand. But
Jackson
Chief Ray didn't want him to fire Storm and decided to leave the training center with him. Chief saw potential in Storm. Lucky enough, Storm found a new sponsorship right away. Igniter, a liquid adrenaline company, offered him a place on their team. Storm accepted the offer on the condition that Ray could be his crew chief. It turns out that Stats from the racing center had contacted Igniter and told them about Storm and his racing skills. Storm had come a long way from being the game-obsessed hot snot that Ray had encountered so many months before in a crowded racing arcade. Now he was ready to do whatever was required to make it into the Cup for their new sponsor. As Ray had expected, Storm not only qualified to compete for the Piston Cup, but he also became the talk of the racing tabloid.
This is so cool.
Half of Ray's time was spent turning down media requests for interviews. He needed to keep Storm focused on racing, not explaining his unconventional background. At his first Piston Cup race, Storm's first 50 laps were a mess. He kept getting boxed in and squeezed out of every opportunity. But eventually, he worked his way up and was careful not to get ahead too much. By the time the pack leaders had 20 more laps in the race, Storm was in perfect position to do his work. Storm surged past both Lightning McQueen and Bobby Swift, and then flew across the finish line. The checkered flag waved as the buzzing crowd exploded with excitement at the thrilling upset. Things were shifting. Jackson Storm's future was bright, and the young racer was ready for it. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new about Jackson Storm.
I sure did,
If you want to learn more about different characters of the Cars franchise, check out my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like.
Awesome. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NED Videos, the complete history of Jackson Storm. Honestly, guys, this video was just fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Once again, guys, I really do hope that you'll subscribe to Ned Wheeler because honestly, guys, after just seeing the complete history of Jackson Storm and his backstory, I definitely want to react to more of Ned Wheeler's videos. Honestly, they're just so amazing. Not gonna lie. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it as well. Thank you so much for once again the complete history of Jackson Storm by Ned Wheeler. Honestly, guys, this video was just fantastic. Not gonna lie. Hope you guys will also subscribe to the channel because honestly, guys, I do make some really good reaction videos like this. And I also do hope that you'll definitely give this video a like because honestly, guys, if you do give a like, it just supports my channel really well. So hope you guys will do that. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it as well. Honestly, guys, had a fantastic time watching my very first Ned Wheeler video. Honestly, guys, it was just so fantastic to see the backstory of Jackson Storm. Honestly, guys, it was just so fantastic. So once again, Ned Wheeler, thank you so much. You're just my bro, and this is just so amazing. Not quite. So thank you so much, Ned Wheeler. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it as well. Once again, hope you guys will have a fantastic day. I guess I'll be seeing you in the next video, and I hope you guys will definitely just once again, just sub to Ned Wheeler because honestly, he just makes great cars content like this. Honestly, so hope you guys will do that. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it as well. Once again, hope you guys will have a fantastic day, and I guess I'm saying this one. Peace, everybody.